I think that I worry about.
Proud to broadcast high school athletics
online
from Portland's West Side.
We are West Side Mobile Media,
Banks, Oregon.
Welcome to this broadcast of an OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Championship event. Serving more than 452,000 members, On Point Community Credit Union is the largest locally headquartered credit union and is the proud title sponsor of OSAA State Championships. Your local Toyota dealers are proud to support the OSAA. Toyota, let's go places. The OSAA Radio Network is presented by Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
First weekend in March, and that means basketball, hoops, round ball, and more basketball. Everywhere you turn, there's a basketball game filled with bracket busters, Cinderellas, heartbreak, tears shed, and memories to last a lifetime. Yep, it's the greatest time of the year. Tonight, you'll find a hoops game on just about any court in the state of Oregon. There are 6 we care about around the Class 4A, but only one we are most passionate about. That is right here in Banks, Oregon, the far west metro of the Portland area. As the sun sets on what was a spectacular day across the northern Willamette Valley, I'm Jonathan Lee, welcoming you once again to another edition of exciting Banks Braves basketball, presented by Jason Bond Remodeling. Tonight's OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 2022 4A Girls Basketball State Tournament first round game features the number 11 Corbett Cardinals, the third best team out of the Tri-Valley Conference, with a record of 20-3. The Cardinals have won their last 2 games in convincing fashion and 7 of their last 10. Corbett takes aim at a very hot Banks Lady Braves, co-champions of the Coapa League, and earned the number 1 seed 2 weeks ago with a thrilling 52-50 overtime win over Astoria that was played at Tillamook High School. The Lady Braves come in with a 3-game winning streak, winners of 4 of their last 5 and 8 in the last 10. Joining me tonight, as he has all season long, the longtime voice of Banks basketball since 2015, Mr. Trevor Beard. Trevor, this is a matchup tonight that you would expect to see in the quarterfinals or even semifinals. Instead, it's right here in the first round with a berth to next weekend's Elite 8 at stake.
Yeah, Tri-Valley Conference has to be one of the toughest this year in 4A girls basketball, right up there with Oregon West. You look at Madras, they're advancing to the state tournament after their win over Astoria. Gladstone also playing later today. You could have at least 2 teams, Gladstone and Madras, advancing to the state tournament next Thursday at North Bend, Coos Bay, Marshfield High School.
Well, these 2 teams will not just meet tonight, but they'll be league rivals next season. We'll dive into that on the other side of this break. You're listening to the 2022 OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Girls Basketball State Playoffs first round on West Side Mobile Media, presented locally by Jason Bond Remodeling. We'll
Thinking
be back
about
after this
updating your
from
kitchen or
JDR
bath?
and
James
On
Bond
Point.
Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CCV number 227733.
Money isn't interested in the fact that you dream of going to Greece, and it doesn't pace at night wondering how you'll pay for braces 3 times. The point is, money without people is just money. Only people can use it to run the family ranch, buy their first house, or adopt a happy old dog. To us, the powerful thing about money isn't money at all. It's helping you harness the power of yours. On Point. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Championship event. It's the first round of the state tournament featuring the number 6 Banks Lady Braves hosting the number 11 Corbett Cardinals. So how does a team as good as Corbett with 20-3 get to be an 11 seed in the OSAA ranking seedings? Well, that's because they play in a team in the conference, in the Tri-Valley Conference, with the champion Gladstone Gladiators, and then also, or actually Gladstone was second. Madras White Buffaloes actually won the conference, and they just kind of beat up on each other, and then they beat up on the teams in the rest of the state. So you got 3 teams that one of those 3 teams has already advanced to Coos Bay North Bend next weekend. That's Madras, who's fresh off of a 18-point win over the Astoria Fishermen. That was earlier today. That game was played at Madras High School. Gladstone, as Trevor mentioned, will be hosting Marist of Eugene tonight at 7 o'clock, and Corbett playing right here at Banks, our tip-off at 6 o'clock. But the Corbett Cardinals, the Banks Lady Braves, Trevor, they're going to be league rivals next year as they both drop down to 3A in the new Coastal Range League.
Yeah, Coastal Range League next year should be one of the hottest in 3A girls basketball, with Banks and Corbett both dropping down. Yamhill Carlton has had a lot of success in that league over the last couple of years. Banks beat them pretty handily at their place earlier in the season in non-league play. However, Yamhill Carlton went on the road at Sutherland, a tough place to win, and only lost by 4. Sutherland winning the third-place game earlier today over Oregon Episcopal in the 3A girls third-place game. But there's really, since the 1990s, there's really been 3 storylines for high school girls basketball in the state of Oregon. That's been the Oregon City Lady Pioneers, the Sutherland Lady Bulldogs, and the Banks Braves under head coach Brandon Bagley have, I don't think they've missed a playoff opportunity since he's been head coach. I've lived in Banks about 12 years, and he was head coach when I came here, and I don't think he's missed a playoff run since he started, and that goes all the way back to when the 4A Girls State Tournament was held at Gill Coliseum at Oregon State.
Well, Brandon Begley, a very much great leader, and he's a teacher in nearby Forest Grove, correct?
Yeah, pretty sure he told me last time I had a chance to talk to him outside of basketball that he was teaching at an alternative school in Forest Grove. So not sure if that's still the case. That's been a couple of years, but definitely our prayers continue to go out to him and his wife Lauren as they're dealing with twin preemies, NICU babies that have had a lot of medical issues, and definitely want to keep them in our prayers. They have a GoFundMe account currently set up that we hope can continue to draw some more attention.
Well, and, my friend and longtime colleague down in Eugene, Nick Krupke, who is now with Fox 12 Oregon, we are expecting that Nick is going to be here tonight. He's going to be doing a story in the coming days with Brandon Begley, basically sharing his story on the Fox 12 Sports Spotlight. That's That's what we've been told, and so we're looking for him tonight to seeing if he is in here. I know he's very small sports team over there at Fox 12, and it's a very big, large Portland metro area, but certainly he knows, and they're going to be taking that. But Nick also did a great story earlier this season on the Corbett Cardinals and the family history there. Long line of history that dates all the way back to the great winning days of the Portland Trailblazers and Blazer great Larry Steele, whose granddaughters are three of the stars here for the Corbett Cardinals. You're going to be hearing their name a lot. They are the Schimmel sisters, Lily, Allison, and Sydney. Sydney, a senior. Great story there, Trevor, is this is the last year that they'll all be on the same court together as sisters, and they're looking to win it all, go and win the state title.
And I'm pretty sure you can throw another Schimmel in there as well. Shoni Schimmel, I'm sure, is in there somewhere too, who played her college basketball at Louisville, and I think she's now in the WNBA. But Schimmel's a pretty well-known name in high school girls basketball.
Well, that's with two M's. This is with one M, and she played at Lincoln High School in Portland. So I actually thought about that too when I first heard the last name of Schimmel. It's like, I wonder if that's because Shoni has a sister as well. Her name escapes me right now. I beg your pardon for that out there, but they prepped in the PIL together as well, so I wondered about that. But I think it's just like you said, Schimmel is a very common name and a great success there. But great history there, and it starts at the top. The last time the Corbett Cardinals won a state championship, 1994-95. The point guard for the boys basketball team at Corbett is the coach of the girls team and the Schimmel's father. That is Billy Schimmel. He's the head coach. But his wife, Carrie, who then was Carrie Steele, who prepped at Lake Oswego, she is also on the bench. She is keeping the books, and as she said in Nick's story earlier this season, it's a way to keep her quiet, so she keeps the books. But it's really a family affair at Corbett. Neat story. I encourage you to check that out. If you're on Instagram, follow Nick Krupke, and you can find it there as well. We're getting about ready for the starting introductions here as we're about 2.5 minutes till tip-off. We're going to take another break. You're listening to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 2022 Class 4A Girls State Basketball Tournament. Back after this from Jim's Market and Sarah Hesselman.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
45 years, Pacific Office Automation has remained locally owned and operating, supporting the community and people and places that matter. That's why Pacific Office Automation continues to sponsor the OSAA year after year. Pacific Office Automation, problem solved. Trevor, we get set to about 60 seconds before starting introductions to this game. Quickly take a look at the rosters for tonight.
First, for the visiting Corbett Cardinals, they'll be introduced first by tonight's public address announcer, or this afternoon, I should say. Number 0, Allison Schimmel. Allie Schimmel. Number 1, Lily Schimmel. And number 3, Sydney Schimmel. The Schimmels and the Holwigs take up pretty much about half this Corbett roster. Number 4, Sydney Holwig. Number 5, Grace Merrill. Number 10, Maddie Lanter. Number 11, Ella Holwig. Number 12, Emily Paskew. Number 20, Malaya Peterson. Number 22, tallest player on the roster, Isabel Van Hee, listed at 6 feet. Number 23, Taylor Donahue. Number 30, Lily Christensen. Number 31, Brenna Murphy. Number 33, Haley Potts. And number 34, Ursula Harrington for the Banks Braves tonight. We should say Corbett will be wearing their road black uniforms with red trim, red Corbett lettering across the chest, red numerals with white trim. Banks will be in their home white uniforms, navy blue numerals, Banks in navy blue lettering, and navy blue numbers on the back with navy blue stripes along the sides of the torso. White shorts with the navy blue kind of arc stripe and the arrowhead logo. Number 1 guard Tyler Rose. Number 2 Maggie Streblow. Number 3 Katie Rains. Number 4 Madison Bigsby. Number 5 Alex Saunders. Number 10 Jocelyn Janisek. Number 12 Katie Grossnickel. Number 13 Josie Kimmel. Number 14 Sydney Maller is in street clothes tonight. She will not play. Had a season-ending or career-ending knee injury last year. Number 15, Nia Johnson. Number 20, Leonie Crowell. Number 21, McKenna King. Number 22, Madison Walker. And number 23, Haley Evans. Now we'll send it over to voice of the Banks Lady Braves, Jonathan Lee, for tonight's starters and the tip-off.
Yeah, and starters are being introduced tonight. Wearing the letter O is Allison Schimmel. Number 3, also her sister is also in there starting. That's Sydney Schimmel. Number 11 getting the start is Ella Holwig, and also number 22, you heard us talk about it, she's Maddie Lanter. She is standing at 6'1". The lights go dim, the spotlight on center court, and that can only mean one thing. It's the starting introductions for your Banks Lady Braves as they are being introduced. The senior, 5'9" senior guard, Maggie Streblow, giving fist bumps with the officials out in front of home court. Also in the starting lineup is a 5'9" junior, number 5, Alex Saunders. Alex will be back. That's going to be huge for Brandon Begley next year with Alex returning. Nia Johnson, the 5'11" senior, playing her final game here at Banks High School in this 4A state championship event. Also another junior, 5'10", 5'11" post, number 22, Madison Walker getting the start. And of course, good to see her back in the starting 5 for Banks after being out with an elbow injury, Haley Evans. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
You could save hundreds of dollars by moving another loan over to Wana Credit Union. Receive cash or make no payments for 90 days. Get started by visiting wana.fcu.org. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand it's more than a farm, it's your life. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect what you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Call American Family Agent Terry Powell in Gaston, 503-521-8842.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Getting ready for starting introductions, a 3-man officiating crew tonight. Good, strong veteran crew from the Portland Basketball Officials Association.
And if you want to become an official, want to stay in shape, be involved in a sport you love, and earn money in the process, you can become an athletic official. There's a shortage of officials in Oregon, and we need you now more than ever. Visit osaa.org/officials for more information and to get registered.
And the tip is won and controlled by the Corbett Cardinals, who will go left to right across your screen or listening device. And first possession of the game for Corbett is a turnover. And so Banks will get the basketball. Let's see if the Braves can capitalize on the turnovers. Turnovers by both sides will be at a premium to capitalize on those turnovers. Maggie Streblow has it, gives it off to Haley Evans, loses the ball off her foot, ball on the ground. She gets it, runs it down, and shoves it off to Maggie Streblow. Over to Nia Johnson, left wing, going to drive inside, pulls up, now get it back out to Madison Walker, throws up a little 12-footer, it's no good, in and out. Basket didn't want it, rebound coming down to the Corbett Cardinals. On the move again. Across the stripe, it's Lanter. Get over the left wing to Schimmel. Now in the corner it goes. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, long Karen comes down to Alex Saunders, who gets it off to Haley Evans. Evans has it, will set up the play in between the circles. Now goes right, bumped by Holweg, and she knocked it out of bounds. Great job by Holweg to knock it off of Haley Evans and out of bounds. So the ball goes back to Corbett. Smart move. That is why Corbett is so good. Three-pointer on the way. Left wing is perfect. Splash. Ring it up for Allison Schimmel. Three-pointer, and Corbett strikes first blood. 3-0, 6:45 to go in the opening quarter. Haley Evans has it right wing off to Streblow. She takes that three-pointer. A back iron and out. Rebound, Nia Johnson. Goes back up. Nice a little move in the lane. It's off and rolls around the rim and in. Nia Johnson pulls Banks to within one at 3-2 in the early going. Schimmel has it left side. Allison Schimmel off the Lantern. And now we got a illegal violation. A moving screen is going to be the call on Grace Merrill. First team foul in the game. Yeah, she didn't really come set, Trevor, on that screen. Evans has it, working against Lanter. Now it goes to the right side. Now terminates her dribble off to Streblow. Up top, backs it out. Now going to go right. Driving toward the basket. Bounce pass it to Walker. Inside, Madison Walker now comes out. Off to Haley Evans. Left wing on top to Streblow. Streblow holds the ball, now puts it on the deck. Going to go up, now pulls up with defense around her, off to Saunders. Saunders going to try look for something, doesn't find it, throws it away. Turnover, bad pass by Alex Saunders, and here come the Cardinals. Get it off to the right side, that's Lanter going inside. And tried to go back outside. It's stolen away by Alex Saunders. We got one-on-one against Schimmel. Saunders goes up. No foul called. No basket either. And it's a rebound coming down to the Cardinals. Back the other way. 3-2. Corbett leading by one. They get it off to Allison Schimmel. Three-pointer straight away. It's off the front of the iron. Rebound comes right down the carom to Haley Evans. Gets that head to Alex Saunders on the rundown. Alex Saunders puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Haley Evans. And the ball going to go back to Corbett. 5:10 to go in the opening quarter. Banks fortunate to only be down one, Trevor.
Yeah, a little bit of jitters, I think, early. Again, back to some of the issues they've had earlier in the season with execution, missing a couple of easy shots that time at the rim by Alex Saunders.
Schimmel has it. Allison Schimmel up top. Now off to Van Hee. Isabel Van Hee going to drive all the way in the lane. Nia Johnson took what looked to be a great charge, but it was not called. She just kind of dropped, but rebound comes down to Banks anyways. Haley Evans has it, slipped and fall to the court, as I think she heard the footsteps behind her and lost her footing, and a foul is going to be called. A blocking foul called on Corbett. I think half of the city of Corbett is here in attendance tonight, and they are showing their feedback to the officials. And now a warning has been issued to Billy Kimmel by a very hot-headed official. Like Trevor said, we need officials because we need some good ones. I don't know, Billy Schimmel is not a guy who's going to say, he's a very classy man.
I don't think it was on him. I think it was on one of his assistants on the bench.
Oh, okay. I just saw him. He was directing his facial towards Billy. But anyways, back to the action. Ball goes inside to Nia Johnson in the corner. Nice ball movement by the Banks Braves inside to Saunders, and it's no good. Tough shooting night so far for the Banks Lady Braves. Back the other way we go with Corbett. Get it on top now to Schimmel. Allison Schimmel, three-pointer is off. Rebound ripped down by Nia Johnson, and I mean ripped. She was aggressive on the boards that time, and Banks has it the other way. Evans has it now. Top of the circle. Now going to drive on the deck. Pulls up off the glass and in. Haley Evans enters the scorebook, and the Banks Lady Braves are on top 4-3, under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Through all that, all the shooting woes inside, Banks with a 1-point lead. Corbett has it. Lanter has it, left wing. Going to pull up a three-pointer. It's a high arcer. It missed everything, and the rebound comes down to Madison Walker. Here come the Lady Braves trying to add to their lead. Evans ahead to Alex Saunders, but her pass was too tall for Alex and out of bounds, and we're going to get a player control foul called against Haley Evans. That's the right call, Trevor.
Yeah, it would have been a turnover either way. Nice idea to try to go backdoor to Alex Saunders, but threw it over her head, and then really out of control on the pass, knocked over the defender.
Couple of substitutions in for Brandon Begley and the Banks Lady Braves. Jocelyn Janisek, the 5'7" sophomore, coming in off the bench, as well as 5'8" junior, Madison Bigsby coming in. Madison Bigsby has really been a spark plug off that bench as of late for Banks.
Yeah, great defensive intensity from her, and had a couple big free throws in the win over Astoria in the league tiebreaker game.
Maddie Lanter controls the ball, and now a timeout is going to be called on the floor. Timeout called by Corbett. Our first break, and we're going to step aside and do a little business of you. You're listening to the OSAA 4A Girls State Tournament first round, presented by On Point Community Credit Union.
For over 45 years, Pacific Office Automation has been solving problems for business owners. However, the needs of our customers and potential customers have changed dramatically over the years, so we've changed too. If you run a business and want to find out how Pacific Office Automation can help improve your business processes and costs, call us today to request a free workflow audit, whether it's managed print service.
Go here in the first quarter. It's been a low-scoring quarter. The Banks Lady Braves missing a lot of inside shots, Trevor. You called it, saying resorting back to old habits.
Yeah, Banks should be up at least 6, maybe 8 points with the number of easy shots they've had at the rim. Just coming up short, maybe a little bit of nerves from both teams now.
Another three-pointer missed, an air ball by Allison Schimmel. Schimmel's going to try again from the left wing this time and ring it up right through Allison Schimmel. Another three, or second three of this game, and it's Allison Schimmel 6, Banks 4. Janisek has it off to Evans. In between the circles, now going to drive left, goes right through the defense off the glass. A high arcer off the glass, rebound right to one of the Schimmels. That's Allison. She's going to take it all the way, coast to coast. No good. Rebound coming down to Jocelyn Janisek.
Nice defense again by Bigsby to prevent the layup.
Haley Evans gets it across the midcourt stripe. Pauses, sets up the offense. Now going to drive left, loses the ball. Ball stolen away from him. Evans steals it right back. And will set things up again, but needs help. Gets it off to Nia Johnson. Now she leaves it for Madison Bigsby. Takes a deep three-pointer off the window. Rebound to Allison Schimmel. And here comes Corbett. Allison Schimmel does a behind-the-back wraparound pass. Gets it off to her teammate on the left wing. That's Maddie Lanter, but rebound coming down to Grace Merrill in the lane. Grace Merrill standing at 6'1", very tall in there, and she throws it down in the ocean to extend the Corbett lead now to 8-4. Grace Merrill with 2 points in the game. Madison Bigsby has it, now terminates her dribble, gets it off to Haley Evans up top. Evans going to drive inside, little scoop, underhanded shot off the window. That was a really ugly shot. Now a deep court pass by Corbett. They get it into Maddie Lanter, going to drive inside, no one around her, and scores it right off the glass. Maddie Lanter, and I think Coach Brandon Begley might want to call a timeout here real soon, as Corbett has taken a 6-point lead, 10-4 on a 7-0 run right now. Nia Johnson has it left wing back the other way. Looking inside for Janicek. And that pass goes out of bounds. That was going to be a Banks turnover, but bailed out as the officials call a foul against Corbett, I believe.
Yeah, that last layup down here at the other end from Corbett by Van Hee never should have happened. 1-on-4, and nobody picked her up and until she was already at the basket, and an easy 2 on what should have been a possession that should have at least waited for the offense.
Ball loose on the floor. Bigsby comes up with it, stolen away by the Corbett Cardinals. And here they come back on the rake, trying to extend their 7-0 run, and they will do so as putting up the shot is number 23, Taylor Donahue. She came in, and it's now a 9-0 run for Corbett, up 12-4. Walker has it in the corner, now terminates her dribble off to Jocelyn Janicek. Back out to Bigsby. Going to go to the right side. She leaves it back to Janicek. On top to Maggie Streblo. Takes a three-pointer, top of the arc, no good. Rebound, Allison Schimmel. Stolen away by Alex Saunders. Throws it up and is fouled. Grace Merrill going to be called for the foul, but she was pointing to her teammate, Allison Schimmel, who lost her shoe. 36.2 seconds to go. Alex Saunders will try and get the first points for the Lady Braves in a couple of minutes. Corbett on a 9-0 run. First free throw in the air, it rims off, no good. Free throws has been an issue for Banks this season. They've kind of rectified that as of late, but now Alex misses the first of 2. Second free throw on the way. Release, rotation. Off the back of the iron, goes up, off the back of the board, and still doesn't go down. And the rebound coming down to Corbett. With 32.9 seconds left, ball tipped out of bounds by Banks. Until Corbett, nope, I think an official is going to overrule. One official said it's Banks ball, or a Corbett ball, and now his partner's coming in here and having a talk with them. Are you sure about that, partner? Nope, I got it, and he switches the call. Great communication, great teamwork there by the officials, and it's now Banks ball. Corbett fans say I beg to differ. Walker goes inside, pulls up an ugly shot in the lane. That might have been a pass off the backboard, but there was nobody there to get the carry. But Banks gets another huge break here with another foul against Corbett, much to the dismay of Corbett Nation.
Well, usually when they run that backdoor shot pass, it's from 45-degree angle, either left or right wing, back door, but never really seen them try that from inside the three-point arc.
Allison Schimmel picks up the foul, her first foul, and Madison Walker can't take advantage of it. Misses the first free throw. Second free throw on the way. Release, rotation, back iron and out. 0 for 4 from the free throw line for Banks. And it's still 12-4 Corbett, still a 9-0 run for the Cardinals over the last 2 or 3 minutes of this first quarter. As we reach the last 25 seconds of the opening quarter, Corbett has it left wing. Going to drive over, ball tip, and in the hands of Schimmel. Or Holwig, beg your pardon. Now in the corner it goes to Van Hee, throws it up, or that's Donahue. And rebound coming down to Madison Bigsby with 7 seconds. Got to hurry. Does she know there's 4 seconds? Get it over, trying to get it to McKenna King. Tipped off her finger. And turnover to Corbett. And that's going to do it. The Cardinals in the quarter on a 9-0 run. They lead it 12-4 after 1. We're coming back after this from the Banks Post.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
turn that into a 9-0 run for Corbett and a 12-4 lead. Banks will get the ball to start the quarter. Janicek has it in the corner, throws it away, ball loose on the court, ran down by Streblo. Three-pointer on the way by Janicek is short off the front of the iron. And here comes the Cardinals. Donahue has it, loses it, out of bounds, but it goes off of the feet of Maggie Streblo. So Corbett will retain possession of the basketball 19 seconds into the quarter. They'll do so, throwing it in under their own basket. Schimmel will get it in. Now ball goes up high to Lanter. Three-pointer misses everything, out of bounds. That's a turnover. We've seen a lot of that from Corbett. Maybe just having a hard time adjusting to these rims here at Banks. So it opens the door for the Lady Braves to end this run. And some token pressure put on by Donahue against Streblo. Knocked the ball in the back court, but she also got a piece of Maggie in the process. So another foul, 6-team foul called on Corbett, just one on Banks. Maybe to help you understand a little bit of the frustration on the Corbett side. The foul disparity here. Streblo has it right side in the corner to Bigsby, wide open for a three, and she cans it. Madison Bigsby with a big shot here to open the second quarter. That ends the run. It's 12-7 now. 5-point lead for Corbett. They have the ball, and a traveling violation called against Taylor Donahue. She took a few too many steps and then whizzed a pass back to the official. Sign her up on the football team. That was a pretty strike. Banks has it. Janicek, right side, in the corner, goes to Bigsby. Just hit a three from there. Pulls up now to Janicek, open for a three, and she hits it. You can't leave Jocelyn Janicek wide open either, because she'll make you pay. And Banks has pulled it right back into this game. It's a 2-point game, 10-12. Corbett has it the other way. Three-pointer on the way for Corbett. Missed everything. Rebound Madison Bigsby. Now the Braves on a little bit of a run. Bigsby has it in the corner, her spot. Now back out high to Streblo. That was a bad pass, but ripped out by Walker. Off to Bigsby. Gonna drive inside, pulls up a 10-footer and hits it. Madison Bigsby with two hands in her face and gets it to go down. She said, "I'll take your face and I'll see ya." It's a 12-12 game. Schimmel drives inside, pulls up elbow jumper, and ends the 8-0 run by the Banks Braves. Allison Schimmel with 8 points for the Corbett Cardinals, and they're back in front, 14-12. Bigsby has it the other way. In the corner, tries to get it to Janicek, and she is fouled by Taylor Donahue, who was in the passing lane, had good position, but she did foul, and that's the 7th team foul on Corbett with under 6 to go. So Banks is going to be at the free throw line the rest of the way. But Trevor, that's not necessarily a great thing for Banks.
Yeah, this might be hack-a-brave opportunity for Corbett. So far, 0 for 4 from the free throw line in the first quarter.
Jocelyn Janicek at the line, 1 and 1. It's off the back there, no good. 0 for 5 now are the Banks Lady Braves in from the free throw line. Janicek thought about the three. Now looking for somebody to get the ball to. Finds Saunders in the corner. Tries to bounce it into Naya, but it goes tipped around and out of bounds. Ball will stay with Banks, as they say it was last touched by a Cardinal. Some more substitutions as Sydney Schimmel coming in for Corbett. Sydney, the senior, the elder Schimmel. Ball stolen away by Allison, the younger Schimmel. Here comes Corbett back the other way. Wide open three on the way, and banks it in. That is the other Schimmel. That's Lily Schimmel, who banked it in from the right wing. And Corbett has a 5-point lead again. They're building that lead back up. Evans going to go inside. Bounce pass it out to Bigsby. Into Nia Johnson, but before she did, she took an extra step. That's a turnover. You can't do that. So 5:21 to go, and Corbett trying to take advantage of another turnover. Inside it goes for Van Hee, no good. Ball tipped off the rim, but Madison Bigsby is called for the foul. That's a good call. She got went for the ball, but got too much wrist. I saw that from up here. Brandon Begley is maybe not so sure about it, but coach, settle down. That was a foul. 5:14 to go. Ball inbounded by Corbett. Wide open is Allison Schimmel. and can't get it. Rim it out. Back iron and out. Rebound came. The carom came right to Evans. She has it right wing. Off to Streblo. In the center circle. Back to Evans. Back to Streblo. Playing a little catch out front. Streblo going to drive inside. Pulls up inside the free throw line. Blocked. And Nia Johnson has it now. Going to go split the defense off the glass. No good. Rebound. Alex Saunders back up and in. Alex Saunders working the boards and gets the payoff with 2 points. And it's 17-14 now. Schimmel has it. Going to drive inside. Rejected by Nia Johnson. Out of bounds. That one I'm not so sure about, Trevor. That one looked like Nia got all ball.
Well, they didn't say she got her on the wrist. They said she got her with a push, so she may have got all ball, but apparently a body contact foul, not a arm-on-hand foul.
Got her with the body. Free throws coming up for Sydney Schimmel. And rim it off. No good. The sharp-shooting Schimmel, Sydney Schimmel, is yet to score tonight. It's actually been Allison Schimmel, the Allison Schimmel show. With 4:30 to go, Corbett up 17-14, make it 18-14 as Sydney knocks down 1 of 2. If this game comes down to free throws, Banks is in trouble. Streblo has it right side off to Haley Evans. Wide open three from the left side is off. That was off from out of the hand. Rebound coming down to Corbett. 1 and done for Banks. Schimmel has it. That's Allison Schimmel. Tries to go to her teammate. Lost it. Gets it back. That is Van He. Pulls up. Travel with the basketball. No call. Back to Schimmel on the right wing. Guarded by Evans. Now going to step aside. Take a little better angle, but still missed. Rebound coming down to Leonie Crowell. The ball is out of bounds to Corbett. And Leonie couldn't believe it. She had her mouth open, but yeah, she was the last to touch the ball. And so with under 4 to go, Corbett will inbound the basketball. Up 4, 18-14. They get it inside to Grace Merrill. Nice little play, but 10-cent finish. No basket. Evans, bounce pass that head to Crowell. Now going to pull up, give it back to Evans. Evans going inside. Nice look for Alex Saunders. Goes up off the glass. Was hacked, but no call. And the officials say play on. Allison Schimmel has it in between the circles off to Grace Merrill. Holds the ball high. Now goes Van He. Going to put the ball on the floor. Goes up. A offensive charge. Great one was taken by Maggie Streblo, but the officials don't know what a charge is. And here comes Banks. Streblo has it in between the circles. Off to Evans. Cross-court pass to Leonie Crowell. Going to drive inside. Now back over to Evans. Thought about going into Saunders. Now going to pull up from the elbow and hit it. Haley Evans with her 4th point of the game. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Under 3 to go. It's 16-18. Braves down 2. 3-pointer on the way by Allison Schimmel. You know the result. Allison Schimmel is A-money. She's in fuego, and she puts Corbett up by 5 again, 21-16. Their largest lead has been 8 in the first quarter. Banks is led by 1. Now a foul called as Nia Johnson trying to get the ball to the outlet, Leonie Crowell, and she was hacked on the wrist. And so free throws coming for Banks, as that's the 8th team foul against Corbett. Still only 3 on Banks. But before we get free throws, we got a full timeout called by Coach Billy Schimmel and the Corbett Cardinals. Back after this from Amy Downs at Diamond Residential Mortgage.
Have you ever wanted to explore the option of purchasing a home or refinancing your current home to lower your interest rate or get cash back for debt consolidation? I'm Amy Downs, a Senior Loan Officer with Diamond Residential Mortgage Corporation, and I pride myself on working with complete transparency, honesty, and integrity throughout the loan process and beyond. Call me at 360-513-6808 today. NMLS 1583279. Licensed loan originator in Oregon, Washington, Tennessee, Texas, and Arizona.
Diamond Residential Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 186805. Licensed by the Oregon Division of Financial Regulation under the Oregon Mortgage Lending License number ML-5206. All rates, fees, and loan terms are subject to formal loan applications, credit risk appraisal evaluation, and other lending criteria. Programs, rates, terms, and conditions are subject to change without notice.
2:41 to go here in the first half. Corbett Cardinals on top of the number 6 Banks Lady Braves, 21-16, but free throws coming for Nia Johnson, 5'11" senior for Banks. First free throw on the way. It's ribbed off. No good. Banks has still not hit a free throw tonight.
No!
And the ball goes, the carom goes out of bounds. Trevor Beard didn't like the call. Goes to Corbett. Cardinals looking to add to their lead. They lead by 5. Get it off to the right side. That's Sydney Schimmel, a three-pointer, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Grace Kimmel. Tried to save it back in play, but couldn't quite do so. Great effort by Grace Merrill, but it's going to be a turnover to Banks with under 2.5 to go before the half. Banks down 5. Full court pressure coming on by Corbett. Really the first time we've seen it tonight. Streblo gets it across with ease, but then gets some pressure and loses the ball. Turnover to Allison Schimmel. Three-pointer. Money ball! Allison Schimmel, ring it up! Allison Schimmel is on fire. 8 points in the second quarter, and the lead is back to 8 for Corbett, 24-16. Streblo trying to work against the press. Does so, beats it in between the circles. Now pulls up, stolen away by Allison Schimmel. That was a bad idea by Maggie Streblo, and Schimmel made her pay for it, lays it up and in, and Coach Brandon Begley is incensed. He is he's enraged, and he is testified. He needs to talk about it. Corbett 26, Banks 16, under 2 to go. Back after this. You're listening to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Tournament first round.
Dear Exit Strategy, no matter which Toyota you choose, there's an exit from the ordinary to match. See you soon, Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places.
Andy McNabb Allstate in North Plains is your local Allstate agent. Located at 10120 Northwest Glencoe, across from Subway. She has 20 years of Allstate experience providing auto, home, renters, life, and other insurance products. Get a quote and receive a $10 gift card. Andy McNabb Allstate. Call 503-433-5030. That's 503-433-5030.
Under 2 to go here in the second quarter. Banks Braves inbound it in the backcourt. Haley Evans will bring it up, working against Schimmel. That's Lily Schimmel. Off to Maggie Streblo. Schimmel on her. Back to Haley Evans. Thought about the three for a second. That would have been a deep three. Bigsby will take the three from the corner and missed it. Missed everything. Rebound by Tyler Rose. Throws it back up. No good. Rebound coming down to Corbett. They have the ball and a 10-point lead. Another big run by Corbett, taking advantage of mistakes. Three-pointer on the way for Allison Schimmel. Rim it off. Heat check, and she's cold. But gets her own rebound. Goes up. No good. Rebound again by Allison Schimmel. Schimmel takes a three from the left wing. All net in BC. Nothing but cord for Allison Schimmel, who is having a day. 14 points in the quarter, 20 in the first half for Allison Schimmel, and it's 29-16 Corbett. Madison Bigsby trying to do something fancy, trying to do too much on the drive. Had the ball, trying to get it all back there and travel with the basketball. 58.1 seconds before halftime. And right now, the Banks Lady Braves are just discombobulated. They have no rhythm on offense or defense, and they're making mistakes. And I've heard a coach say this, you make mistakes against teams like Corbett, and they are magnified. They will snowball on you in a hurry, and that's exactly what has happened here in the first half. It's Corbett working the ball, working for the last shot. As Lanter has it, now off to Lily Schimmel, now to Allison Schimmel. Behind the back pass, now got a little too cute. Ball loose on the court. Tyler Rose runs it down, loses it. Ball still loose on the court. And we've got a foul or a jump ball. Looks like they're going to call a foul on who? It's they're pointing to Corbett as Corbett possession. So the foul going to be called on Alex Saunders for Banks, as a very emphatic signal by the official. Wow, and that one got a little ovation there by Corbett Nation, who's all around us here. They have traveled in droves. Three-pointer on the way for the red-hot Cardinals. No good. Rebound Haley Evans, but ripped away by Sydney Holwig, or Grace Merrill. Loses the ball. Ball still loose, and she goes out of bounds. Wow. Wild, sloppy action here in this sequence. Turnover by Corbett. Back to Banks with 15 seconds to go before the half. Haley Evans has it in backcourt. Gets it across the center court. That's where the issues come. And tries to go to Madison Bigsby. It tipped off her hand, out of bounds. Another turnover by Banks with 7.2 seconds to go. Down by 13, 29-16. This was once a 2-point game. Schimmel has it up top with 2 seconds. Now going to drive, pulls up a three from NBA range. It's off the rim, and a foul is called, rightfully so, because she got mugged on her way up for the three. So before we go to the locker room, 3 free throws coming up for the red-hot Allison Schimmel with 20 points in the first half. 20 of 29, and as Corbett Nation quickly told everybody in the gym at the last time out, she's only a sophomore. And the free throw is good. That's her first free throw. Has a chance for 23 points at halftime. Incredible performance. Second free throw, money. 2 for 2 for Allison Schimmel. Just a sophomore for the Corbett Cardinals. Third free throw is no good, only 2 out of 3, but just 1 free throw with the free throw performance of the Banks Lady Braves in the first half is enough for Corbett to win right there. But Corbett has a 15-point lead at the break. They really broke it open there in the last 2 minutes. They lead it 31-16. Halftime here, we're going to break away and crunch some numbers and pay some bills. You're listening to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union for a state girls basketball state tournament first round. Back after this, presented by On Point Community Credit Union.
Money isn't interested in the fact that you dream of going to Greece, and it doesn't pace at night wondering how you'll pay for braces 3 times. The point is, money without people is just money. Only people can use it to run the family ranch, buy their first house, or adopt a happy old dog. To us, the powerful thing about money isn't money at all. It's helping you harness the power of yours. On Point. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. I'm Chris Recheck, your Forest Grove Edward Jones financial advisor. At Edward Jones, we believe in building a complete picture of your financial life, including your goals and passions, so we can help you work toward achieving what's most important to you. Call me at 503-359-4092 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Northside Rock Products in North Plains is where you can get gravel products directly from the quarry. They service contractors as well as homeowners. They can get rock straight from the quarry that's essential for paths, driveways, under concrete slabs and roads, as it packs and condenses well. Northside Rock Products offers a variety of quality crushed rock and fill material, as well as boulders and specialty rock. They offer trucks for hire for contractor work. Northside Rock Products can bring their mobile crusher to your jobs for on-site crushing and screening. Delivery is available. Get all you need at low winter rates. Northside Rock Products LLC on Northwest Dixie Mountain Road in North Plains. NorthsideRockProductsLLC.com.
Welcome back here to halftime of this OSAA On Point Community Credit Union Class 4A Girls Basketball State Tournament first round game. The winner advances to Thursday's quarterfinals in Coos Bay, North Bend. But this winner will play Thursday night at Marshfield High School, or I remember it back in the days of the Pirate Palace. Very nice facility there at the University of Marshfield. We used to always call it because it looked like a big university, a big college. But nowadays, with the new schools in place, it's probably more just along the lines of high schools. But, it's a great facility to host a high school state basketball tournament. The winner of this game is matched up with the 3-14 matchup tonight. That's Marshfield taking on Baker. So hopefully whoever wins this game, Trevor, doesn't have to. Hopefully it's Baker that they play and not Marshfield, playing basically a home game in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and Baker about as far away as you can get from Marshfield and still be in Oregon. I still would not be surprised in a few years if the Greater Oregon League, which plays a lot of their non-league schedule against Idaho teams, actually goes to the Idaho Athletic Association in a few years for travel purposes, similar to the way Hermiston did with Washington a couple of years ago.
Well, recapping the first half of this game, it was a close game, very tight game in the first quarter. A lot of missed opportunities for the Banks Lady Braves inside as the teams traded leads there early on. Banks had a 4-3 lead, and then Corbett went on a 9-0 run, basically taking that went all the way into the end of the first quarter. They ended the quarter on a 9-0 run to go up 12-4 after the first quarter, and they put up 19 points in the second quarter. 15 of those, recounting things, 15 of those by the super sophomore Allison Schimmel. She got white hot from the outside. She dropped in 2 of 3 free throws there at the end of the quarter, as you heard, also going inside and just getting after rebounds. Allison Schimmel has been really working hard and outworking the entire Banks Lady Braves team by herself. Yeah, you always say it, the cliche in sports, one person can't beat you. Well, right now, Allison Schimmel really is single-handedly beating the Banks Braves team. She has 21 points at halftime, and Banks only has 16, Trevor.
Yeah, Banks really, this game should be at least a lot closer, or maybe even Banks have the lead, but 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 from the free throw line. They probably missed at least 5 or 6 easy opportunities at the rim. A lot of turnovers in that second quarter. They had went on an 8-0 run to tie it at 14 early in the second quarter, but Allison Schimmel and some of the other Lady Cardinals got hot from beyond the arc, and they used their, especially their half-court defense, to force some turnovers. And really, other than those easy looks in the first quarter, Banks hasn't really had too many close-in looks at the rim, and pretty much all their scoring has been from the outside. Bigsby and Janicek hit a couple of big threes, but other than that, there's pretty much been a lid on the basket around the rim inside for the Braves.
And mistakes. I mentioned it there late in the second quarter. I mean, I'm reminded of a great college coach that said, when you play good teams like this, every mistake you make is magnified twofold. And that's exactly that. That's really been, making mistakes. Banks, they do a great job of trying to hide the ball away, but they're just not really doing a good job. They're being sloppy and careless with the basketball. I'm sure Brandon Begley is talking about that right now. It's like, hey, we got to be crisper passes. We got to take care of the basketball, be more sure of the things, because they're holding the ball out there and letting Corbett take the ball away, and they got to clean that part up. Well, at this point, when I look at some of the other sports going on, and Trevor Beard has a boys basketball update. They played last night in LeGrand. Trevor?
Yeah, we do know that at least one Banks team will advance to the state quarterfinals on the South Coast next Thursday night. Banks had a 15-point lead midway through the fourth quarter, and then a technical foul called on the Braves that led to a 5-point possession for LeGrand. They came all the way back to tie it late. Actually had a 1-point lead with under 2 minutes left. Game was tied at 55. And then with about 8.5 seconds left, it was all Cooper Goebel had the ball in his hands after the inbound, after LeGrand had scored and hit a top of the circle NBA three with no time remaining to send Banks to the 58-55 victory over LeGrand. Banks will have the tough test, though, of playing at against Marshfield, I believe, at North Bend, but basically a home game for the Pirates, as Marshfield defeated Corbett in the other portion of the C bracket, with which the Banks Braves are a part of, as Marshfield gets the win over Corbett, 77-56.
You can stay up to date with everything high school, including news, stories, coaches, polls, and more by checking out the OSAA Today. Go to osaa.org/today. OSAA Today. Check out the everything going on in the state basketball tournaments. Get all the scores, all the news, and all the recaps right there. We're going to take our final break here to get ready for the second half. Back after this in 30 seconds.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to check out Oregon Coffee Roaster. Based in the Portland foothills, this wholesale roaster has decades of experience offering quality Arabica coffee and loose leaf tea to businesses. Whether you're a business customer interested in a bulk order of 10 pounds or more, or a residential customer interested in smaller quantities, contact them today for your coffee needs. Call 503-647-5102 or visit their website, OregonCoffee.com.
Back for the start of the second half as they let the 10 seconds run down and let it go. Well, actually, they're just going to stop it at 5, go to 0. Both teams back out on the court. Madison Walker, Alex Saunders, Nia Johnson, Maggie Streblow, and Haley Evans, the starting 5, back out there for the Banks Lady Braves, trailing by 15. Corbett will start with the possession here of the second half as they go down low, whip the ball around, going right to left now as you see things on your screen or device, and Haley Evans rips down the rebound, and here comes Banks looking to go on a little bit of a run to start the quarter. Drives all the way in, gives out to Nia Johnson in the lane, no good. Rebound ripped away, loose off to Haley Evans, three-pointer left wing, splash. Haley Evans, good to see that to go down. Haley with 7 points, that's a good start for Banks, 30 seconds in. Cuts the lead down to a dozen. And a little runner now for Allison Schimmel. She picks up right where she left off with another 2. That's 23 points in the game now for Allison Schimmel, the super sophomore. Evans has it, looking to the left side, going to go down low to Saunders. Pulls up, no good. Rebound tip, out of bounds by Sydney Schimmel. And so Banks going to get the ball back. And a fresh 30, we would say. They get it in to Walker, left side, and trying to go inside for Saunders, ripped away by Grace Merrill. Here come the Cardinals, bounce pass over. Nice job by Alex Saunders coming up behind to knock the ball away and out of bounds off of a Corbett Cardinal. And Banks going to get the ball back, but now another official with the meetings, another meeting with officials, and yeah, they agree this time. Corbett fans don't agree, as you might have heard in the background. Back the other way, Maggie Streblow hounded on defense and hounded so much that getting called for the hand check is Isabel Van Hee riding. She was riding Streblow all the way and had her hands on her all the way. Another foul on Corbett. They lead by 14. Streblow has it in between the circles, leaves for Evans. Holds the ball, now puts it on the deck. Going to drive right side. Goes inside to Nia Johnson. Spin move, nothing there. Back out to Streblow. Little 10-footer, no good. Back iron and out. Rebound ripped out by Grace Merrill. Corbett has it. Schimmel on the right wing. Does a little dance step. Now going to back it out. Working against Saunders. Good matchup there. Trying to go inside to her sister, Sydney. And a foul is called, I think, away from the ball. And it was Nia Johnson. That's Nia's second foul. First team foul on Banks in the third quarter. 6:23 to go. Corbett up 33-19. They inbound the ball. Get it down low to Van Hee. Throws up an ugly looking shot. Rebound by Madison Walker. And here come the Braves. No empty possessions if you want to get back in the game for Banks. You have to score on every possession. Evans has it right now, barking out orders. Gets it off to Walker, way out high. Madison Walker going to drive inside, now pulls up. Gets off to Naya, takes a little bounce dribble and goes up. No good, draws error but gets fouled, and so Naya back to the free throw line for 2 free throws. You know, Trevor, if Corbett actually knew the history of Banks and free throws, they wouldn't have a big deal with all the fouls called against them.
No, not having a good year from the free throw line this season. Still don't think they made a free throw yet today.
Foul is called on Grace Merrill. They are 0 for 5 as Banks from the line. Make it 0 for 6 now as Naya misses the front end of 2. Second free throw on the way. Really don't think you need to jatter your feet on the bench. But there you go. All the jattering Cardinal feet on the bench is what really helped Naya to put that in, and hits the first free throw of the day for Banks. Gets 20 up on the board. They're down 13, under 6 to go in the third quarter. Back comes Corbett the other way. It's Schimmel off to Van Hee. Van Hee going to drive inside, now kick it back out to the other Schimmel. That's Sydney. Rebound coming down to Nia Johnson. 5:40 and counting to go. Nia bringing it up. Now almost lost it. Controls it. Off to Streblo. Free throw line jumper is good. Boy, did Banks need that. Maggie Streblo scores for the first time tonight, and the lead down to 11. Another stop, another score, and you're into single digits. Ball loose, loose ball coming down to Saunders, gets it ahead to Nia Johnson. Now off to Haley Evans. He'll bring it across the midcourt stripe. Banks with a 2, can cut it to single digits. Evans has it, over to Madison Walker. Off to Alex Saunders, going to drive towards the baseline. Pulls back out to Walker, going to drive inside, splits the defense, off the glass, no good. Rebound Nia Johnson, and she is tied up from behind. And the jump ball possession, alternating possession, favors Banks with 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Madison Walker to inbound to Evans, right corner. Bounce pass it into Walker, off glass, no good. Rebound ripped down by one of the Cardinals. That's Sydney Holwig, who's into the game. Now back out to Schimmel. Rim it off, no good. Out of bounds to Banks. 4:38 to go, third quarter. And Corbett stuck on 33. They've only scored 2 points in the third quarter, Trevor, after scoring 19 last quarter. Only scored 2 points, and we played nearly 4 minutes of the third quarter. 33-22. Streblo has it. Left side, going to drive. Now almost lost the ball, gets it back, finds a wide open and cutting Madison Walker, and she scores it off the glass. And just like that, we're into single digits as Madison Walker puts in 2 points. 33-24. Van Hee has it, going to drive inside, kick it back out to Schimmel. Sydney Schimmel hits the 3 from the right wing. You just can't leave those Schimmels wide open. They'll make you pay. And it's back out to a dozen lead, 36-24, under 4 to go, third quarter. Evans hounded up front. Ball knocked out of bounds by Ella Holwig. And great defense by Holwig to really disrupt what Evans was trying to do, but Banks will put it back in play. Evans has it in the backcourt. Haley Evans barking out orders to her teammates. Now puts her head down. Off to Streblo, three-pointer, left wing, gotta have it. Maggie Streblo has 5 points in the quarter, lead back down to 9. 36-27, can't trade baskets though at this point. Gotta get stops. Going inside and oh my goodness. Driving inside was Isabel Van Hee and thought that Madison Walker had pretty good position inside. There's no restricted area, so you don't have that, but they called her for a block, not the charge. That one I don't agree with. That looked like a pretty good offensive charge. But again, in high school, I've noticed, Trevor, in high school basketball, officials, they have troubles calling the offensive charge. And in college, they have troubles calling the targeting. So every official association has their issues with calls. In high school, they don't know what a charge is. But the 2 free throws are no good for Corbett. So Banks gets another break right there. Maggie Streblo brings it up for Banks. Off to Haley Evans, left side, going to drive inside, pulls up, extended, free throw line extended. It's no good, too hard off the glass. Rebound to Corbett. 1 and done for Banks. Corbett has it on the right side, back on top to Van. He pulls up a 3-pointer. It's off the front of the iron. Tries to follow her own shot, but Madison Bigsby's right there. Madison brings it up. Leaves for Maggie Streblo. That's a good idea. Get the ball in the hands of your ball handler. Streblo goes to the right side, tries to go back to Bigsby. It's stolen away by Corbett, and here we go on the run out. Taylor Donahue against Evans. Missed the shot, gets it back, off glass and in. Taylor Donahue scores. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Lead back to 11. Evans has it the other way for Banks. Off to Streblo, back to Haley. Over to Madison Bigsby, left wing, pulls up a deep 3. It's short. That's a pass, though. Streblo with the rebound. I for a second there, I thought it was a deep 3, but then I realized, no. That's not a deep 3. That's an intended pass. That's a play that the Banks Lady Braves have run for years, as we've learned this season, calling Banks Lady Braves games. Foul called underneath. Maggie Streblo, 5 points in the quarter. Still 5 points. Misses the front end of 2 shots here. 2:25 to go. Banks 27. Corbett 38. Battling for a spot in the Elite 8 next week. Second free throw. Right through. Really? 1 out of 2 for Maggie Streblo. 6 points now in the quarter and in the game. 38-28. Fancy dribbling display by Holwig. Going down low for Van Hee. She lost the ball out of bounds, or Taylor Donahue rather. Turnover Corbett. And Banks will put the ball back in play in back court. They do so to Evans. Haley, long pass to Madison Bigsby. Almost lost it, gets it back. Goes up and pushed off, no traveled. Thought they were going to get her for pushing off. The defender, Grace Merrill, went down, but she shuffled her feet instead. So turnover either way you look at it. 2:07 to go. A turnover to a turnover, and that drives Coach Brandon Begley crazy. Corbett has back the other way. Nice ball movement. They whip it over in the corner for a long 2 by Maddie Lanter. And Corbett back out to a 12-point lead at 40-28. Now, bringing that half-court pressure, and it forces Haley Evans to travel, and she gets up and has some words on that, wanting something else. And Trevor, right now, what we're seeing extended in this third quarter is the Banks Lady Braves are discombobulated right now. They have no composure. Taylor Donahue loses the ball. Turnover picked up by Jocelyn Janasek in backcourt, off to Evans, back to Janasek. Little 2-court pressure there and then a travel by Janasek. She was looking to get the ball to somebody and couldn't find anybody and just took too many steps. And so 90 seconds to go. Corbett inbounds the ball. They get it into Lanter. And it's stolen away by Alex Saunders. 1-on-1 against Lanter. And Saunders trying to go inside, but a foul going to be called. Non-shooting foul, so Banks will put it back in play underneath their own basket. 14 foul called against Corbett. Allison Schimmel, the guilty party, her second foul. Bigsby to inbound for Banks, looking for someone to get it into. Found Saunders, and then it was kind of tipped out of bounds. Someone reached from behind her and knocked it out of bounds. So Banks will have to do it again. Janasek will put the ball in play. Gets it right in front of her to Nia Johnson. Goes up off glass. Hack, no call. And Brandon Begley pleading for it. Finally, we get a late whistle and the hack. That was a really late whistle, Trevor.
That was almost one of the situations where he was going to wait to see if the official closest to the play blew his whistle.
And he didn't, so he had to make the right call. Again, great communication. Holwig, the second foul. Nia Johnson misses the front end of a 2-shot foul.
It's like 1 for 10 from free throws this afternoon.
Nia is 1 for 3 herself. She has the only free throw of the day. Second free throw on the way It's good. Naya with 4 points, 2 out of 4 from the line. 40-29 with 1:13 and counting to go, third quarter. Corbett has it back the other way. It's Lanter. Gives it off to Schimmel. Right wing, no good. Rebound ripped down by Madison Bigsby. And coming over her back, then tie her up is Holwig. And so alternating possession arrow goes to Banks. Nia Johnson, one of the captains, is asking, hey, where is there over the back foul coming over my back? And referee explaining the situation, said nope, it was clean. But the ball stolen away by Alex Saunders. 1-on-2. Saunders bats it back out to Nia Johnson. And now a technical has been issued to Brandon Begley by Mr. Hothead gray-haired official. That guy, Trevor, looks like he woke up this game started at 6 o'clock. Seriously, he, all game long since the time he walked into the gym, looks like he rolled out of bed at 5:15 this evening. That guy looks like he makes Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace look like a sweetheart. That guy is the grumpiest. He's grumpier than Grumpy Cat.
And every time he's here, I've broadcast quite a few Banks games with him in this gym, and
yeah, if you know what Grumpy Cat looks like, go look that up after the game. Look at Grumpy Cat if you don't know what we're talking about. That's what that official looks like. He looks like Grumpy Cat. Free throw is down. It's 42-29 with 58 seconds to go, and now we got another official call. We got a timeout called by Billy Schimmel. A full timeout will break away as well. See where we're at in our breaks here. And we're going to be back after this from On Point Community Credit Union.
Money isn't interested in the fact that you dream of going to Greece, and it doesn't pace at night wondering how you'll pay for braces 3 times. The point is, money without people is just money. Only people can use it to run the family ranch, buy their first house, or adopt a happy old dog. To us, the powerful thing about money isn't money at all. It's helping you harness the power of yours. On Point. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Shannon Jennings of North Plains is your local independent insurance agent. Are you overpaying for insurance? She can partner with a vast range of insurance companies to provide you with the most competitive products and services. Whether it's your home, auto, commercial, or any other type of insurance, we take the time to learn about you, your family, and your business to find the best coverage to protect your unique needs. For quality insurance coverage at affordable prices, call 503-444-0566 or email Shannon at shannonjenningsinsurance.com.
Taylor Donahue gives the ball back out to Van Hee in between the circles. Back to Donahue. 3-pointer right wing. Rim it off, no good. Rebound ripped down by Madison Bigsby, and a pushing foul called underneath. I think they're calling that on Banks. They said number 10. It's on Janasek. Her first foul. Corbett will put the ball back in play.
She was nowhere near the play. It was number 4, Bigsby, that came underneath to get the rebound.
Yeah, some questionable calls here in the third quarter, but nonetheless, we play on. Nice steal, almost a steal by Nia Johnson, had a hand in the passing lane as Corbett was looking to get the ball inside. Nia stepped in front, couldn't quite, knocked it away, but couldn't control it. So Corbett puts it back in play, underneath their own basket. Now they turn the ball over as they're just the two, Schimmel and Van Hee, a little cross up there. Van Hee looking to get it in, and she passed one way and Schimmel went the other way. Streblo off to Janasek in backcourt. Got to hurry, get it across the timeline. They do so. Now she terminates her dribble. Off to Streblo. Hounded, double teamed. Off to Janasek. In the corner to Saunders. Gets it, goes inside and throws the ball off of Allison Schimmel. Out of bounds.
Was really hoping Banks could cut it to 10 or single digits after 3, but a bucket here would be huge.
They could with a 3, but then they lose the ball. Bigsby gets it back off to Streblo. Way out high. Now to Janasek. Almost to her spot, but double team. Janasek needs someone to get it to. Off the Bigsby. Free throw line extended. Off the window. Rebound. Tried to come down to Saunders, and she lost it. And that's the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. 8 minutes from a punching. Corbett is 8 minutes away from punching their ticket to Marshfield. They lead it 42-29. We'll be back after this. You're listening to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Girls Basketball State Championship first round game at Banks High School.
For over 45 years, Pacific Office Automation has been solving problems for business.
Okay.
And Toyota, and then we'll be done with the OSAA ads.
Dear Exit Strategy. No matter which Toyota you choose, there's an exit from the ordinary to match. See you soon, Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places.
Yeah, I did Pacific Office Automation once. Well, basketball fans, as the title sponsor of the OSAA State Championships, On Point does everything it can to help our team and community get ahead. On Point delivers the local banking and lending its members need to reach their goals and make more possible. Visit On Point at onpointcu.com. On Point is federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity. Fourth quarter underway. Banks with the ball to start the quarter. Maggie Streblow off to Haley Evans. Right wing three. It's off. No good. Rebound coming down to Madison Walker. Second opportunity for the Braves. Streblow has it on top. And bounce pass. Tries to get it off to Evans, but she's fouled before she passed it off. Foul is going to be called on number 22. That's Isabel Van Hee. That's her second foul. 14 fouls on Banks. 16 foul on Corbett. They lead 42-29. Banks would like to get a little run here to start the quarter. Walker has it way out high. Cross-court pass, almost thrown away, but running it down is Streblow, and there's a turnover. Here comes Corbett back the other way, leading by 13, looking to put this game away. Wide open is Allison Schimmel. No good. Rebound, Grace Merrill goes up, and no basket, but she gets fouled. And so Grace Merrill will go to the free throw line for Corbett with 7:20 to play, up 13, looking to put a little money in the bank. Just what our friends at On Point Community Credit Union love. Put your money in the bank. But Grace wants to hang on to that money a little bit longer because she missed that deposit. Second chance to add to their 13-point lead. Didn't do so. Missed 2 free throws. A little bit of Banks-itis right there, missing free throws. And Madison Walker rebounded the ball, but lost it out of bounds, so gives it right back to Corbett. Van Hee to inbound it, and ball stolen away. Maggie Streblow controls it. Approaching 7 minutes to go in the game. Gets in the front court. Stolen away from behind, but picking up the loose ball is Alex Saunders. Goes up, score it, gets fouled, hoop and harm. Alex Saunders to the free throw line. Alex Saunders with just 2 points tonight, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. It's 42-31, a chance to cut the lead to 10. Free throw on the way. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound coming down to Corbett. Alex now 0 for 3 from the line. 7 minutes to go, 11-point lead. 3-ball on the way. You know it, baby. It's a three-pointer by that girl, Allison Schimmel. She is our player of the game to this point. Foul called on Banks, or on Corbett, excuse me. Foul called against Ella Holwig. 8th team foul on Corbett. 2nd team foul on Ella. And at the free throw line for 1-1 is Maggie Streblow. It's on the way. It's in the bucket. It's good. Maggie Streblow. 2 out of 3 from the line. And she's got 7 points for the Lady Braves. The 5'9" senior. Second free throw. Splash.
First time tonight the Braves have hit 2 straight at the line.
Maggie has hit 3 straight free throws now in the game. Now has 8 points to lead down to a dozen. 33-45. Corbett, there's that spot. Sydney Schimmel missed it. Rim it off, no good. Rebound to Grace Merrill. Back over to Sydney Schimmel. Now kick it out to Holwig. Out to Merrill. Cross court. Wow, that was almost too high for Van Hee, but she went up and got it. Great ball movement over to Sydney Schimmel. No good. Rebound tipped by Streblo into Nia Johnson's hands. And controlling it is Haley Evans. Will set up the play off to Streblo. Out high, in between the circles. Now terminates her dribble. Gets it over to Madison Walker. Going to drive baseline. Haven't seen that too much. Madison tried to go reverse lay-in. Stuffed by Grace Merrill. Grace said, get that stuff out of here. Here comes Corbett back the other way. Lay it up off glass and in by Isabel Van Hee. And the lead is 14. Isabel Van Hee with her first 2 of the quarter. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Ella Holwig. Here come the Cardinals up 14. Holwig, yeah, she shuffled her pivot foot, no call. Rebound tip and out of bounds. Tipped off of the Corbett Cardinal, out of bounds to Banks. 5:36 to go in this game. Perhaps the season of the Banks Lady Braves. Down by 14. Just really haven't recovered from that huge second quarter run by Corbett. 19 points scored in that quarter is the difference so far in this game. The red-hot shooting of Allison Schimmel. Loose ball goes out of bounds off of Sydney Schimmel. 5:23 now to play, and Haley Evans will put the ball in play underneath the Banks basket. Gets it in to Nia Johnson at the free throw line. Now gonna bring it out. Nia pulls up, goes inside to Saunders, loses the ball, gets it back. Ball tipped into the hands of Evans. Off to Streblo, three-pointer, looks good, it is! Ring it up for Maggie Streblo. 5 points in the quarter, and the lead is down to 11 with 5 minutes to play. Still time. With the pass over into Schimmel, left wing, guarded by Saunders. Now doubled by Walker, ball out of bounds. They're saying it was tipped, last touched by Haley Evans. Under 5 to go now in the game. Banks 36, Corbett 47. Corbett to inbound. To our left, Van Hee will get it in. She gets it right back. Gonna drive inside against Evans, throws it up off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, last touch by Haley Evans. Great effort by Haley to try and get that rebound. So Corbett puts it back in play. They get it in time. The ball goes in the corner, working a lot in that right corner. Finds a wide open Sydney Schimmel in the lane. How does Banks forget about Sydney Schimmel in the lane? That's her first 6 points now. Turnover the other way, and here comes Corbett. Get it on top to Allison Schimmel, and there's the shooter's touch, shooter's roll. Allison Schimmel add 2 more points to her repertoire today. It's 51-36, Corbett by 15. Streblo has it in between the circles, loses it, gets it back. Gonna drive inside, Maggie lost the ball, foul called underneath. That's gonna go against Corbett. Foul's gonna be called on Lily Schimmel. Her second foul. 9th team foul. Maggie Streblo back to the free throw line. Hits it. Maggie, 4 straight free throws now. 4 of 6 from the line tonight. The lead is down to 14. Maggie eyes the hoop. Release, rotation. Ooh. Rim it off. That was unlucky. Unlucky. 51-36, 4 minutes to go. 51-37 rather, and that's about as easy a lane as you're gonna get. Isabel Van Hee just went baseline like a hot knife through butter and laid it up and in. It's 53-37. Maggie Streblo to Haley Evans, gonna drive inside now. Terminates the dribble, off to Maggie Streblo. Three-pointer on the way, missed everything, out of bounds. The great save by Alex Saunders to Madison Bigsby to keep it from going out of bounds. New opportunity for the Lady Braves. Streblo gets it off to Haley Evans in the corner. Ooh, basket didn't want it. how was a foul not called? Now finally we get a foul. There was 2 fouls that could have been called. Alex Saunders threw up a shot. She was mugged, didn't get foul, and then Nia Johnson rebounded, and they called a foul there. Or Maggie Streblow, beg your pardon. And the foul is going to be called, charge to Sydney Schimmel's second, 10th team foul on Corbett. So Banks is in the double bonus. Alex Saunders will shoot. Now we have some sub issues, as looked like Grace Merrill trying to check in, but officials weren't ready to let her come in yet. And now we have the Three Stooges. It's like the Three Stooges who are down on the court talking to each other. They're communicating. They're trying to get on the same page, so I applaud them for that. But it's just kind of funny. They look like, no, what do you got? No, what do you got? Looks like football officials. Nia Johnson at the line. I think that might be what they're talking about, Trevor, because Nia was standing on the free throw line, like on the side, and not at the line. So I think they might have thought, who's shooting? But Nia hits the free throw. Her 3rd free throw of the day. And she's hit 3 straight free throws now. Nia is 4 for 6 as well from the free throw line.
Call timeout.
Timeout called. It's a full timeout. We're going to step away and do a little business with you, find out where we are in our rundown.
Scoggins.
And we're going to hear from Scoggins Creek Coffee, and we'll be back after this.
Scoggins Creek Coffee is proud to offer delicious hot drinks and delectable breakfast items too. Visit their 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton. Open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays until 5 and Sundays until 3. Make sure to ask about their weekly specials and visit their Facebook page. Scoggins Creek Coffee, 503-985-3483.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com. 3:22 to go. Ball stolen away by Madison Bigsby. The other way, gets it up to Alex Saunders underneath, and ball loose on the court. Controlled by the Lady Braves as Haley Evans off to Madison Bigsby. Back to Evans. On top to a wide open Maggie Streblow. 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound Grace Merrill. 3 minutes to play now. Corbett coming back the other way. And a foul is going to be called on Madison Bigsby. She bumped the Cardinal coming up the floor. That's only the 16th foul on Banks. 3rd personal foul on Madison. Nia Johnson checking back into the game as Tyler Rose was briefly in. 3 minutes exactly to go. Lady Braves down by 14. Grace Merrill has it for Corbett. And now a foul going to be called on Haley Evans, who was all over Grace Merrill. Great defense, though, by Haley, but just a little bit too aggressive that time. And Grumpy Cat made the foul call. He does, Trevor. He looks like he woke up at like 5 o'clock today and remembered, I got a game to do, because his hair's all a mess. And free throw on the way, back iron and out. Rebound to Nia Johnson. Maggie Streblow brings it up for the Lady Braves. Under 3 to go. Maggie pulls up at the three-point line. Off to Nia Johnson. Pulls up an elbow jumper, no good. Follows her shot, and a foul called underneath. 2 free throws coming up for Nia Johnson. Nia tonight is 4 for 6 from the line, and she has 6 points in the game for the Lady Braves, who are down by 14 with 2:45 to go. First free throw on the way for Nia. It is off the front of the iron. I knew it. Four of Nia's points in the last 3 quarters have all come from the free throw line. Second free throw is right through. Naya 3 out of 4 from the line this quarter. Make it 7 points now for Nia Johnson. And it's 53-40 with 2:45 to play. Need a lot of stops for the Banks Braves. Almost got one right there by Madison Bigsby on the press. Three-pointer on the way from Allison Schimmel. Rim it off, no good. Rebound, Grace Merrill, no good. Rebound, ripped down. Who's going to get it? Haley Evans comes up with it. Gets it ahead to Alex Saunders. Has a 1-on-2. Alex splits the defense. Off the glass, score it, and the foul. They actually called a foul on Corbett. And a three-point play opportunity coming up for Alex Saunders. 4 points in this fourth quarter for AS. And a timeout called by Billy Schimmel. Billy is looking a little mortified, mystified, and marginalized. We're going to take a little timeout. Be back right after this from Tenente's Pizza.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to Tenente's Pizza and Subs. Try one of the many specialty pizzas like the Mama Supremo or a delicious torpedo sub sandwich. Mention Westside Greatest Hits and save 10% off your order. Tenente's Pizza and Subs at the corner of Glencoe and Pacific in North Plains. Open 11 to 8:30 Monday through Saturday and Sunday 3 to 8 for carry-out and delivery. Visit their website, Tenente'sPizzaAndSubs.com, or call 503-647-5761.
Purchase your official state championship merchandise at OSAAstore.com. With Rush Team Apparel, the exclusive merchandise partner of the OSAA, you have more options. Customize your gear with your school name, a student-athlete name, event decals, and more. Like Nike products are also available. Browse selections of official state championship merchandise at OSAAstore.com. Free throw on the way and good for Alex Saunders. Completes the three-point play. 5 points here in the quarter, 7 in the game. It's a 10-point game with 2:22 to go, 53-43. Back the other way, Saunders and Evans on the ball handler. Grace Merrill has it off to one of the Schimmels. Now it goes up to Van Hee. Back to Merrill. Over to Schimmel from the left wing three. And a foul is going to be called, and that was not Schimmel. That was Ella Holwig taking the three. And they get Tyler Rose being a little too aggressive on the three-point attempt. Tyler Rose broke a cardinal rule of basketball, Trevor. You never foul a jump shooter, particularly one taking a three. And I'll tell you what's going to happen right here is Ella Holwig is going to hit at least 2 of these, but probably all 3. That's what usually happens when you break a cardinal rule like that. Yep, there's 2. And these are her. Ella Holwig had not scored in the basketball game until those 2 free throws. And she's going to hit this one here and make it a 13-point game. Momentum killed. The momentum Banks created for themselves is dead. It's a 13-point lead again. Now Banks has to work again. They break the press. Naya had the ball, put the ball down, and lost it out of bounds off of her thigh. That's what the official said. Out of bounds. And so with under 2 to go, another Banks turnover. And Banks almost got it back. Haley Evans a hand in the passing lane, but Corbett runs it down. Very active defense again. That's a staple of a Brandon Begley team. And now we get an over and back on Corbett. And Corbett Nation up by 13. They are losing their minds. This is pathetic. They're losing their minds with the officials, and they're up by 13. Scoreboard, folks, scoreboard. Check the scoreboard. You're up by 13. Banks has the ball. Maggie Streblo over to Haley Evans. Back to Streblo. Over to Naya. Back out to Evans. Great ball movement. Over to Jocelyn Janicek. On top to Maggie Streblo. Pulls up inside the free throw line. It's no good. Rebound tipped around. Won by Nia Johnson. Off glass. Fouled by Grace Merrill. And that is the right call. Grace Merrill was all over Nia Johnson. And Naya goes back to the free throw line.
Her 5th.
15 fouls, standing ovation from the Corbett Cardinal fans who made the trip over. The entire community of Corbett is here in Banks tonight. I guess they wanted to check out what a one-stoplight town looks like, Trevor. But remember, these two schools will be league rivals at least the next 3 years in the Coastal Range League. So, yeah, it's I got to hand it to the Corbett faithful, though, Trevor. We've seen a lot of schools bring their fans in. My hat is off to the Corbett fans for being the most traveled to this arena. We have not seen any school that's came to Banks High School, boys or girls this year, that has traveled better than the Corbett Cardinals have. Naya hits a pair of free throws as I was giving reviews to the Corbett community here. Lead is 56-45. And got a violation down on the court. Another foul called on Banks. They're calling on Maggie Streblo, her first foul. That's a foul to keep things level. That's exactly what that is. That was called because, Trevor, you were wanting a traveling violation. They could call a traveling violation almost every time down the floor. But 1-1, free throw is good for Lily Schimmel. Second free throw, swish. 58-45, 1:22 to go. It looks like the Corbett Cardinals are going to advance to Thursday night at Marshfield High School. Quarterfinals, the Elite Eight. Evans has it back the other way, off to Jocelyn Janisek, to Maggie Streblo. Three-pointer, top of the key, rim it up, no good. Rebound to Corbett. Coming up on 60 seconds to go in the game, and a foul in backcourt by Maggie Streblo. Just trying to get in and put some pressure on the ball handler. She fouled Allison Schimmel, though. Allison Schimmel, easily the player of the game tonight. 10 points in the second half. Give her 31 points in this game. Did I say 31? I meant 32. Allison just hit another free throw. Super sophomore for the Corbett Cardinals. Banks will be seeing her for the next 2 years. And she hits a pair of free throws. 33 points for Allison Schimmel. Going to be making a lot of those here at Banks High School. Maggie Streblo driving inside and got knocked down, but got pushed down, and so she's going to head back to the free throw line with exactly 59.9 seconds to go in the game. Yeah, these two teams will meet again at least twice next year as Maggie hits the first free throw. Of course, tonight, since it's a state tournament game, we won't just have one player of the game. We'll have two players of the game, one from each team. Second free throw, rim it off, no good. Got a couple of choices for the Banks Lady Braves, but the obvious choice for Corbett is Allison Schimmel. Ella Holwig has it. Now up top it goes, and a foul called on Haley Evans out front. Boy, that was a quick whistle. She didn't really do much. These officials just, I don't know why they're calling fouls at this point. It's like I know you don't get paid by the hour, you get paid by the game. Although, Trevor, you're in those meetings. Did something change? You get paid by the hour now? When I was there, you get paid by the game. Free throw is down by Van Hee, and she hits the second free throw. It's 62-46. Just too many missed opportunities early on. Streblo takes a three-pointer. It's off the front of the iron, and rebound coming down to Corbett, and another foul called in backcourt on the Lady Braves. It's on Maggie Streblo. I think Maggie might just be wanting to foul out. She is a senior. This is her last game here. She might be just wanting to foul out and get that ovation. And Leonie Crowell waiting to check in, and yep, that is her third foul. The scoreboard says third foul, but
she's crying.
she's walking over like, yeah, but Maggie's coming out. Well-deserved ovation for the 5'9" senior. Great leader, great student athlete. Corbett hits 2 more free throws with under 40 seconds to go. Haley Evans will run the point now for the Banks Lady Braves. Haley will be back, a 5'8" junior. Leonie Crowell has it, cross court, stolen away by Corbett. I would expect if Corbett has any kind of class at all that they would just dribble this out right now with 21 seconds, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Although they look like they're trying to drive it inside, I think they're just trying to play keep away, keep Banks from fouling. And Haley Evans does foul, puts her hands on, barely. Yeah, that's what Corbett was trying to do right there, is they're just trying to play keep away, but Banks fouling to get that extra possession. 64-46, the final score of this game, Trevor, is not going to be indicative of really how this game was, because a lot of this was just garbage time free throws. So it's probably going to go down as a 20-point win for Corbett, but Corbett won this game, and give them credit, but not by that much. A lot of it was these late free throws. And it is 66-46. Haley Evans brings it up for the Lady Braves. Going to drive inside, throw it up, and put it in. Sit down, Corbett fans. Haley Evans throws it in the ocean, scores the final 2 points of this game. But the final score, Banks 66, and the Corbett Cardinals 48, an 18-point win. Our players of the game tonight, we'll have to take a look at our Oregon Army National Guard players of the game. But we know one of them for Corbett will be the super sophomore, Allison Schimmel. She was on fire in this game tonight. The final score, the Corbett Cardinals advancing, winning it 66-48. We'll step aside and do a little business with you back after this. You're listening to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union Class 4A Girls Basketball State Tournament first round. The Corbett Cardinals moving on to the Elite Eight. Back after this.
Thinking about updating your kitchen or bath? James Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CCB number 227733.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Well, not quite the, not at all the result the Banks Lady Braves wanted to see coming in here. They knew it was going to be a tough test playing the Corbett Cardinals, who number 11 in the OSAA ranking, but third out of one of the best conferences in the state. As Trevor, we talked about in the pregame, the Oregon West Conference is also up there with Philomath and Cascade in that conference, but certainly the Tri-Valley Conference, you've got Madras, Gladstone, and Philomath. And, of course, Gladstone is hosting Marist still as of right now. That game tipped off an hour after our game did at 7 o'clock. But we know that two of those three teams are advancing on. Madras eliminated Astoria today. And then Corbett breaking away with that 19-point second quarter outburst in this one, thanks largely to 21 first half points from Allison Schimmel. She had 15 points in that second quarter, 15 of the 19 points in that quarter by one woman out there. Allison Schimmel, a super sophomore. And Trevor, we better, if we didn't know who Allison Schimmel was before tonight, we better, Banks fans, you better know who she is, because we're going to see her at least 2 more years in the 3A Coastal Range League.
Coastal Range League is going to have a lot of tough teams next year. 3 teams that were either this year or in the past have been members of the 4A classification: Yamhill Carlton, Corbett, and Banks. Yamhill Carlton, as I mentioned in the pregame, took Sutherland, one of the top teams of all time in Oregon State High School girls basketball, took them to a 4-point game at Sutherland in the first round. Sutherland finishing with the 3rd place title game today in the final day of the 3A girls state tournament at Coos Bay, North Bend. You have Corbett and Banks. Banks continuing a very long playoff run, but coming up 1 game short of the state quarterfinals tonight. Well, that's about going to do it for us, but we actually still got some more business to do, because this is got to look at some of the heroes of the game tonight, and also want to let you know that you can you're going to be heading to any of the state championship events. I know we got the 4A state tournament Elite 8 games happening next weekend at Marshfield and Coos Bay High School. Marshfield and North Bend High School in Coos Bay on the south coast. But we got tournaments in the Portland area at the University of Portland, the 6A boys state tournaments coming up. But any of those OSAA state championship events, the OSAA is going digital thanks to Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing partner of the OSAA. That means you can access tickets for all first round through state championship finals via the OSAA website or the OSAA Live app. You can order your tickets in advance and then just present your digital ticket at the gate. It's convenient, paperless, and easy to use. Great for the environment. Just visit osaa.org/tickets. It's the OSAA digital ticketing, a great thing there. And also want to tell you about the OSAA app. I use that all the time. It's right there on your phone. They have it for the iPhone, for the Android. Great way to keep up to date with everything going on in the OSAA. You can get scores, news, standings, see stories on OSAA Today, all right there in the palm of your hand, the OSAA app. You can read the latest prep news and information. Just search OSAA Live in the App Store or on Google Play to download today. Final score once again, it goes by the way of the number 11 Corbett Cardinals. Corbett 66. They were led in scoring by 33 points from Allison Schimmel. Game high 33 points for her. She is tonight's Oregon Army National Guard Hero of the Game for the Corbett Cardinals. State tournament play in the OSAA, they always select 2. So tonight it's 2 Heroes of the Game. So our OSAA Oregon Army National Guard Heroes of the Game for the Corbett Cardinals, it is Allison Schimmel with 33 points. Got to give it up for the senior, 5'9" senior Maggie Streblow, one of the floor generals for the Banks Lady Braves, scoring all 13 of her points in the second half. She was the first one to knock down a free throw. I think maybe Naya was the first one to knock down a free throw, but Naya also great senior as well. 9 points tonight, 7 of her 9 points from the free throw line. But Maggie Streblow, 13 points tonight. She was 4 of 5 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter and 5 for 7 in the game. 13 points, team high 13 points. Maggie Streblow is your Oregon Army National Guard Hero of the Game. I know that's small change for her. They obviously wanted more more higher aspirations, wanted to get to Marshfield and play in the Elite 8. Not meant to be, but don't want to take away from the performance, the careers of these young women. Nia Johnson, Maggie Streblow, they've given their heart and soul and their tears
into this high school and this community. And this community, I know, loves and support all of these seniors, the 6 seniors for the Banks Lady Braves. Sydney Mahler, who didn't even get to dress tonight. And then you've got Katie Grossnickel, who we didn't see play tonight. But I think there are 4 seniors, not 6 seniors. The boys have 6 seniors, but 4 seniors giving their heart and soul. But a lot coming back next year, a lot of great talent coming back. The cupboard is not bare for Coach Brandon Begley, and you've got a JV team who is very successful. So this Banks team is going to be right back, and they've got a great chance to be back in the 3A state tournament next year. Actually, I think them and Corbett will probably dominate that Coastal Range League next year, Trevor.
Yeah.
I mean, Yamhill Carlton, I'll have something to say about that, but certainly I was going to say if Banks was looking, because they won't have Valley Catholic in their league next year, so if Banks was looking for a new rival, I think they found one in the Corbett Cardinals.
Yeah, especially for girls basketball. I think Yamhill Carlton's always tough, as they made a run into the playoffs and almost knocked off Sutherland. But just a few parting words tonight before we sign off. I'll send it back to Jonathan before I say a few words. But final broadcast of the season for us for basketball, as the boys will advance to the state tournament at Marshfield and play Thursday night in the C bracket. That's the 3rd semifinal game against Marshfield. That is either a 6:45 or a 7:15 tip. Girls eliminated tonight. Just want to say thanks to the athletes for a great season. Once again, thanks to head coach Brandon Begley for continuing this incredible run of continuous playoff seasons. And thanks to the community support and all of our sponsors' support. Our next broadcast will be spring sports, I believe March 15th, a little less than 2 weeks, coming up quickly. Banks Lady Braves hosting the Staten Eagles in softball action. That, I believe, is a 4 o'clock first pitch. We hope to be on the air around 3:45. And almost as we speak, we're working on finalizing some equipment issues to get things ready to bring you video coverage of Banks Braves baseball and softball. Jonathan will be joining me for a lot of baseball contests, and we'll be switching back and forth, as I'll also be handling public address duties for Banks Braves baseball action. And we will try to bring you as many softball games as possible when baseball is on the road. Want to try to keep it equal, boys and girls, as far as broadcasts. And I want to try to get back into doing softball games this season. I know we didn't really have much of an opportunity to last season, especially with COVID. So I'll send it back to Jonathan, and just want to thank everybody tonight for the community support, and the athletes, the parents, and the fans for supporting our broadcast once again this season in our 7th year.
And, of course, the OSAA is proud to partner with so many great community sponsors to help them put these events on for the student athletes, because that's what it's all about. It's not about us as fans or as media members or you watching there. It's all about these student athletes, and it wouldn't be possible without the support of the OSAA and their partners like On Point Community Credit Union. They've been a proud sponsor of the OSAA State Championship. On Point is Oregon's largest locally headquartered credit union, serving more than 465,000 members. Visit onpointcu.com. On Point is federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity. Again, our Oregon Army National Guard heroes of the game tonight. The super sophomore Allison Schimmel, 33 points, 15 of 19 in the second quarter. She ended up with 21 points in the first half, 12 points in the second half, 33, game high 33 tonight for the Corbett Lady Cardinals, who improved to 21-3. The Banks Lady Braves, hey, they still got a respectable record. They came in with a record of 17-7. They finished the season 17-8. They were led in scoring by the senior Maggie Streblow, 13 points. Another senior, Nia Johnson, 9 points. And Alex Saunders, she's only a junior, folks. She had 7 points. Most of those in the second half, 5 points in the fourth quarter. Alex Saunders, Haley Evans, Madison Walker, Madison Bigsby, Jocelyn Janisek, and McKenna King, who, by the way, played this game briefly, played a lot in the last few games. McKenna King, just a freshman, a 5'8 freshman. Those are all names that are coming back next season. Those are players to watch. Those are 10 great reasons right there to support the Banks Lady Braves basketball team going forward. Chin up, ladies. You had a great season, 17-8. Better things ahead. Want to give a huge shout out to Brandon Begley. Everything he's gone through in the last month of this season, and still being a dad, being a leader in the community, being a coach to these girls, being there for them, coaching them up, and everything he and his wife Lauren have had to go through. Great job, Brandon Begley. It's just been an honor to be here on the ride for Banks and cover this team and get to know Brandon as a person. Great man, and really appreciate him. And did see my buddy Nick Krupke and his photographer from Fox 12 were here tonight. They weren't here to shoot highlights. Make no mistake. If anybody, if anybody had any friends here in the arena that said, "Hey, Fox 12 here, or cameras here," we can say they weren't here to shoot highlights. They were here actually spotlighting Brandon. I actually caught that a couple of times out of the corner of my eye. The camera was just on Brandon because they're doing a story on Brandon and the family. So look for that on Fox 12 Oregon. Sometime in the coming week on Fox 12 Sports Spotlight. So shout out to Nick Krupke, who will be doing that. Does great work. The best. I'm going to go ahead and say it, Trevor, right here. And not just because he's my friend, he's my colleague. We worked together for several years at KVAL. Nick Krupke is the best sports reporter in the Portland metro area. So give him lots of credit. Find him, Nick Krupke, KPTV, on most social media channels. He's a great follow. Knows his stuff, knows a lot. But that's going to do it for us here tonight. Until we talk again for baseball, I think that's going to be a baseball game at Ron Tonkin Field coming up against Estacada.
Friday the 18th, I think, against Estacada.
Yeah, against Estacada. So until then, for Trevor Beard, great work with you, Trevor. Thanks for letting me come alongside, and it's been fun. Sad to see it over. Of course, this was going to be our last broadcast anyways, because due to contractual obligations with the OSAA, we're not allowed to go forward. It's just what it is, But it's been a fun ride, and looking forward to what 2022-23 season will hold with the Banks Lady Braves, and a lot coming back. So for Trevor Beard, I'm Jonathan Lee, wishing you to have a great night, and may the Lord bless you, keep you, and give you his peace.